Hello everyone, this is Leon X, and we're going to be playing a new game, Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. For those of you who are not familiar with the Sherlock Holmes games, this is more of a puzzle solving, cinematic, uh, almost like a point and click, but you actually control the character. So, let's start on a new game. This is a very cool title screen. Cool intro. This is kind of like After Effects. I've always wanted to do an intro like this. I'm still working on the Spider-Man intro, so until then, we're just gonna be playing games. Okay, so the first case is the fate of Black Peter. The thing about this game is you cannot lose, or pretty much no game over. You pretty much have to collect and find evidence and try to solve by choosing which suspect to arrest. So their fate really depends on your depends on your evidence. So make sure you choose wisely. And the graphics are just so amazing in this one. The Unreal Engine.
Holmes.
Whoa! Sofa, take cover.
Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes.
Is that you,
And
Watson?
this game
Yes, of course.
has
it
a
is.
lot of the
And you
face
almost
close-up.
killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for
Very,
the
very
vases.
detailed.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
You know, I wish I had this this great, very great intuition mind.
Ah,
It will be
Lestrade.
so interesting.
What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
You
me
know
half an
you
hour
need
to
me.
prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Pretty much. I can solve this by myself. Or I hope I could solve this by myself. So I guess I have to dress up. Sailor outfit, no. Unbuttoned suit, no. Casual suit, yes. The rest are locked, so I can't do anything about that.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hudson, but you know.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
So, I don't know what you guys prefer, but I usually just go third person. I can go first person too if I want. Pretty cool, huh? Yay.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
So pretty much this is what you just do in this game. Just look around, and if you see anything like this, you know, you just check on them by just clicking on it. And that's pretty much how you find clues, evidence, and other mysterious things.
You go along
Watson?
to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Very well, Watson. Alright, let's go. Woodman's Lee. And we have a deduction, I guess, board here. Or you can just call this Sherlock Holmes' intuition. Where you, pretty much anything you collect or find pretty suspicious. It comes to this point here, and it will have like a dot or one of those like look-alike cell brain stem things there, and it will tell it will give you like a category or something like that, and each time you click on it, it gives you a like a clue of the investigation or something like that. So yeah, I haven't made any deductions yet. Yeah, I know, because I haven't gotten any. So it's kind of hard to explain at this moment since I haven't gotten anything. But enjoy the cinematics. Oh yeah, and it's very, very
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here.
bloody
Come
and
on.
gory, in a sense. The murder scenes are very, very disturbing. For those of you who are
It
very
seems that the garden was
squeamish,
well maintained.
I suggest you don't watch. But do watch my other cool videos. Well, if I have any.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've
The
heard of him.
greatest
I'll wait
detective
for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
in Britain.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
So each time when you talk to a suspect or a character, you know, you got these questions here. Pretty much she's going to be part of the suspect. Let's ask her.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Yeah, it's best if you choose every question here, just so you can get clues.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
And then last but not least, the profile. So what this does is pretty much Sherlock. I don't know if you should say he checks them out. Pretty much he just looks at, you know, his suspects, and he can actually tell what they are. So by what they wear, things like that. So each time when you find a clue, you can identify what this character really is. And this really helps your case a lot. So just either go A or D, backward or forward, till you find some clues. What am I missing? I crested tit. I'm missing some rosemary. Oh, come on, what am I missing? Okay, I checked her out long enough. That freaking birdhouse.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Ah, cute. How do you know about the Plymouth? Let's browse our evidence. So, Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. She's a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. Oh, there we go. Pilgrimage!
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Yes. We're extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Just by checking you out, I knew who you really are. Okay, so, onwards to our investigation.
Mr. Holmes?
So, let's look around. Garden.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Oh, a T. So this is the other way how to find clues. So once you see that T button, just push it, and you examine where you see all these words, and then you just click. So I hope you understand it. For those of you who are new to the Sherlock Holmes game, so this is pretty much just what you do. So now
These footprints
let's
appear to be quite large.
figure out the investigation. Alright. That's kind of like a clue. What else? What else? Alright, I guess I just talked to you.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
T. Door. Door lock. Scratches.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
He never has the right tool. Alright. For those of you who are squeamish, stop right now.
What a terrible way to die.
Indeed. But a very cool dead body that's like, you know, being impaled to the wall. I know it's just a game, so. Alright, let's look at his things.
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
Boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
I think that's everything. Now. T. Oh, shelf. Suspicious empty space. Outline dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Oop, I forgot to examine the rest.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Dundee. Crocodile Dundee.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. Harpoons for hunting whales.
Interesting. Alright. Let's examine his body. Although I was just trying to click over here, but yeah, whatever.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
A notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Let's open it up.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
A knife?
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
A knife and a harpoon? Yeah, right.
Someone drank from this glass recently. The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Oh, crap.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Ah. Rotate. Okay. Oh, it must be one of those matching line puzzles. Crap, crap, crap. Oh yeah, and you can skip this puzzle too, but that's not gonna be fun. I mean, you know, it's best if you try to solve the puzzle. It makes you feel smart too, you know. That's what Sherlock Holmes games are for. Oh, okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think there's one. And shoot. Yeah. Something like that. Son of a... There we go.
This is a
Yay, I figured it out.
Quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Alright, got that first puzzle done. What's next?
A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Okay, so pretty much our deduction. So pretty much this is what the deduction board looks like. So pretty much you gotta connect the clues that you find together in order to form a deduction. Ah, crap. So just keep on selecting the right words like that. See, now we got this. So task, make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Okay, well that's one.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
So was there any more? Pin to the wall. Nope. Nope. Pin to the wall. Nope. No guard. Nope. I guess that's it for now. Okay, let's match the boots to these footprints. Bring it down.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Okay. debunk that. Yeah, you've been staring at that for the longest time, and I figured it all out. Well, not yet, though.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us. This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in.
Then we should go back to the house.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Alright. Here we go.
Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah. Far away behind you.
Right there.
Alright. We caught the bastard.
Mr. Holmes?
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge.
Well,
You're coming with me
our
to the
first
yard.
suspect right here.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Alright. We are now in Scotland Yard, the police station.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Mr. Holmes?
Can I go up? Alright, let's go look at his stuff.
These are the suspect's belongings. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N.
The Lord of the Rings. It is. The one true ring. Just look at it. It is. It is.
And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson.
Oh, do I have to look at every damn word?
To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Alright. Completed. Yeah, so, pretty much, it's always good to, you know, where am I going? It's pretty much good to look at the suspect's belongings, just so you, whenever you interrogate him, like right now, we can have more questions to ask him. Otherwise, you know, most of the questions that you're gonna ask him right now won't appear. So it's always good. Yeah, see, like these questions here.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
You lie.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Alright, let's look at you. Not checking you out. Okay, you have a patch there. Expensive fabric. Elaborate buttons. Oh, look at your dirty hands. Shabby cap.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
It is mine. Just kidding. Let's look at the evidence. Crap. Ooh, that was a lucky guess.
Mr. Nelligan, I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, The garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Aren't I amazing?
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
Not yet. You will be silent.
Mr. Holmes?
Alright, so to our deduction. So, Nelligan's notebook, break-in attempts. Yes, we created something. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Oh, could it be the boy? We shouldn't accuse him yet. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. That's our task. Experiment required. Alright.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Watson? Where are you, Watson? Oh yeah, I don't need to go to the door. I could just tab my map, go to Baker Street. You know, this is a very cool and thoughtful loading time. You're in a carriage and you just look at him, read a book, or you can either open your case book or open up a deduction board until it's ready, and then you hit continue. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, so Watson, let's go do our thing, Watson.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
The Ripper case.
No.
Don't know if you guys play that game.
Thank goodness for that.
Sherlock Holmes versus
harpoon.
Jack the Ripper.
Wonderful.
It's a great game. Good
Watson,
game.
let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel.
I might
We require the
play it.
carcass of a well-fed
I might
pig.
do a video on it.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Alrighty, I think I'm gonna stop right here, guys. I'm gonna do parts on this on each case. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next time on Sherlock Holmes: Crimes and Punishment. See ya.